YouTube! Once again, I have returned, wide world of YouTube. Evil Foo here. I've just defeated a group of cyborg Nazi ninja time travelers that were on fire. And now I want to talk to you about Dark Souls 1, the Dark Souls Remaster. I'm going to show you the 7 locations in the game where you need to reverse hollow and become human to get the scripted NPC invasions. This is the first one. This is the end of the depths area, the sewers, the depths, right before the main entrance to Blighttown and the gaping dragon boss fight. There'll be 3 giant rats. Make sure you become human at the bonfire before you come down here. And this is Kirk, the Knight of Thorns. The gameplay you're watching is really sloppy because I hadn't played Dark Souls in a long time. I was very rusty. I've since knocked off a few of the cobwebs, but I'm still no expert. Once you defeat Kirk here, he will drop his barbed sword, which is a pretty cool weapon in the game. Does a lot of bleed damage. He'll invade you 2 other times in the game, and both those times you need to be human for again, or they won't happen and you'll miss all of his gear. Eventually you can get his sword, his shield, and his entire set of armor. And if you're playing Fashion Souls, which is the best way to be playing Dark Souls, then you want that set of armor. It's a nice one. And down goes Kirk finally, after I've embarrassed myself in front of all of YouTube there. Hope you enjoyed my terrible playing. There's that barbed straight sword. Okay, next this is the bonfire down in the bottom of Blighttown. The bottom bonfire in Blighttown, the only one that's on the swamp area is Blighttown. Make sure you reverse hollow there, just like that, humanity restored. Then all you have to do is go back out of the tunnel, meander around on the outside a little bit, and Man-Eater Mildred will come out. Not only in name, but also in looks. I dated a girl exactly like Man-Eater Mildred. And we also used a bag. As you've seen from some of my videos, I wear a mask as well. We'll get into that one of these days. You may be shocked, YouTube. You may be shocked. And there she is. There's Man-Eater Mildred with the machete. I think they call it the butcher knife in the first game here. Go up and give her a little stabby action in the back. The bag isn't even necessary if you hit it from behind like that, as you know. Or may not know. Some of you may not know. Some of you may know. Down goes Mildred for the count. And here comes some more annoying mosquitoes. Let's get rid of them. Go back over here and pick up her butcher knife, which is a pretty cool weapon in the game. This is the second Kirk invasion. This is down in the Great Demon Ruins, or Demon Ruins I think it's called. After you defeat Ceaseless Discharge, you can come down here and you'll fight a Capra Demon, and right past that Capra Demon will be stairs going down, leads you into the Demon Ruins and eventually into Lost Isolith. About halfway down, Kirk will invade, beat him this time, and he drops that shield. And you have one more invasion from Kirk. Here we go. This is Lost Isolith, right before the Bed of Chaos boss fight. There's this crazed pyromancer you have to fight. Hurry up and defeat that pyromancer because Kirk invades you right in the middle of this fight. And don't be greedy like me and stop in the middle of the fight to pick up the catalyst that the pyromancer drops. It's very sloppy. Go ahead and take care of Kirk first, then pick that stuff up. Once you defeat Kirk here, he's not going to drop anything this time except for you get the humanity like any invasion and to get a big bunch of souls. But if you know where to look, you can find his entire set of armor, and that is the Chaos Princess bonfire, where you meet the Chaos Princess, the quiet lady. My wife, by the way, or waifu. And you run down here, and there's a body down here after you defeated Kirk all 3 times, and on that body is the set of thorns. It's very nice for Fashion Souls, as I said earlier. This is the painted world of Ariamis. You come in here to the graveyard area, and once you've been in there for just a few seconds, if you're human, reverse hollowed, then Jeremiah, King Jeremiah, will come and invade you. He's an extremely powerful pyromancer, so be careful. Do a better job of dodging his fire than I just did. Once you defeat him, he'll drop the notched whip, and you can find his entire set of armor, which is one of the most unique looking sets in the game, at the end of the level. At the end of the level, there's the boss fight with Priscilla. You can either fight her or you can just exit the level. Whichever you choose, you have to go out the same path. As you're going out, on your left-hand side, you'll see a dead body with the soul item, and that's the set. That's the Jeremiah set right there. It's a very cool, unique-looking set. Great for spellcasters or pyromancers. Then walk down to the edge down here and come back into the rest of the world of Dark Souls. Take the plunge. Woohoo! Alright, and then this is right after the Tomb of Giants, right before the boss fight for Gravelord Nito. There's a cave that leads to Gravelord Nito. You'll get invaded, if you're human, you'll get invaded by Leroy, Paladin Leroy. Watch out for him, he has that Wrath of God spell, and if you're on the wrong side of that cliff, he'll send you flying right off the edge of that cliff. Kill him, he's going to drop that hammer and the Sanctus Shield. Bonus fact about the Sanctus Shield, it's one of the shields that were designed by fans prior to the release of the game. There are 2 or 3 shields that got designed by fans, and that was one of them, Sanctus Shield. And finally, we have the DLC area. This is Ulusil Township, right after you defeat Artorias. Rest of the bonfire, reverse hollow, start coming down this way. You have to fight a few of these bloathead guys. And Marvelous Chester, a little preview character from the Bloodborne universe, will invade you. You gotta watch out for him. Stay right on top of him because he has an extremely fast firing crossbow that does a lot of damage. So try and bridge the gap with him and just stay right in trapping range with him. He doesn't drop anything when he dies. You gotta go back to where he is as a merchant after this, and he'll talk some smack on you. But he's a merchant right outside the Artorias arena on the right hand side. Go over here, attack him, and then once you kill him, you'll get his gorgeous set of armor. Miyazaki and the A-Team from From Software, after completing Dark Souls, they moved on to do Bloodborne, and this was a preview character for that setting and kind of a hint of what's going to come next. He talks about how he's a traveler from time, and you know, he's been displaced by thousands of years, things like that. It's pretty interesting. One of the best armor sets in the game. Especially good if you're using a weapon that causes bleed damage to yourself, like the Life Hunt Scythe or something like that. And that's it. That was all 7. I hope that was helpful, at least, you two. And don't worry, though the wait can be scary at times, I will be back, and I will save gaming and movie culture. This is Evil Foo, and I'm out.
開怕木頭，係木頭要怕你。你之所以打唔穿木頭，係因為你喐手之前已經認輸。
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out.